Hey, I'm Karsten, amateur musician but professional vacation rental consultant and co-host for the last 6 years. Over the course of hosting almost 10,000 people all by myself, I've had to learn a ton of tricks and strategies to make hosting easier and keeping guests happy and making more money doing it. Now, I've included everything that I've learned into a short 6-module course that is going to change the way that you host and give you back your free time. If you're just starting out or whether you're an experienced host, it doesn't matter. There's a ton for you to learn in my course, Hosting Hacks with Karsten. Check it out. Are you writing reviews for guests soon after or immediately after they check out? If you are, then you aren't being as strategic about it as you could be, and your profile's performance could actually be suffering as a result. Stick around for 2 minutes and let me explain to you how taking my course is going to change the way you host, and save you time, and make you more money. And then for free, I'm going to give you my Keeping One on Deck trick, as well as 2 other winning strategies that I've learned over the last 6 years, hosting almost 10,000 people. These tips are going to blow your mind, I promise. Check it out. I'm going to discuss every aspect of hosting, from pricing strategies and calendar management to gaming the review process and more. We'll learn what statistical feedback to pay attention to and how to interpret it to improve your listing. I'll educate you on the tools and products available that make hosting easier. We'll learn how to deal with unhappy guests and how to avoid bad guests in the future with my Red Flags for Guests video, which by itself is worth the price of the entire course. I'm going to tell you things about hosting that no one else will tell you and that the hosting platforms don't want you to know, simply because I've experienced so many scenarios over the course of hosting thousands of reservations. From lockouts to plumbing disasters and scammers, I've seen it all and I've learned from my experiences, and I'm sharing it here. But you don't only get the videos. I'm including some truly valuable documents for you to download that I've honed to perfection over the last few years, that you can practically cut and paste into your profile to streamline and simplify your hosting instantly. Start improving your hosting and taking back your free time now with my house manual template, my house rules template, and my checking in on your guests template, which I've perfected so you don't have to. For those people preparing a vacation rental, I've included an invaluable inventory and price list of furniture and supplies that you'll need to launch your new vacation rental. That document is in a checklist format, so you'll know how much to expect to pay to prepare your space, and you won't be scrambling to provide a missing item on your first reservation. I'm really excited to share this knowledge with you and make you the best host that you can be. All right, as promised, here are those tips at the end of the video. So the first one that I talked about was the tip, keeping one on deck. Now, both with Airbnb and Vrbo, there's a double-blind review process, so your review of your guest won't post until they've written a review as well, and then both will post simultaneously. I think that it's wise to not write reviews immediately, because if you get a less than positive review and you've had subsequent reservations, then you can write reviews for those subsequent reservations, and those reviews will sit on top of your less positive reviews, and you can therefore bury less than positive reviews. Mind-blowing, right? Bet you never thought about that. You know, most people, when they are checking out a place, they'll read the first few reviews. In this way, you can bury reviews that you don't want to be prominent. Tip number 2. This one is called beating the double blind. So what I like to do when I do write reviews for guests is I'll cut and paste the review and I'll send it to them in a message, and I'll say something like, "Hey, it was great hosting you. Just wrote you this review along with 5 stars all around." And in this way, hopefully your guests will be more inclined to write you a nice review. I've been using this tip for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's been working great, and I've definitely seen improvement in the reviews that I get when I am able to use this strategy. Third tip, this one's kind of funny. If you get a foreign language review, just automatically reply to that and say, thanks for the great review. Because honestly, who takes the time to translate a foreign language review? I know I don't. And if I see a response to it and it says, thanks for the great review, well, I just assume that all those Chinese characters or, German are saying that it was a great place. Now, of course, if somebody does take the time to translate it and it is a less than positive review, then they just maybe think that you're being facetious or that you replied to the wrong review or something. It's a win-win either way. So there you have it, my 3 tips. I've got so many more tips for you. This is what I've been doing with my life for the last 6 years, and I'm honestly an authority and an expert. You'll be hard-pressed to find anyone with more knowledge and experience than me when it comes to vacation rental hosting. I've shared it all in this course, and if you take it, you will be such a better host, and your performance in your profiles is going to be so much better. I'm happy to share this with you. I'm excited. Do it. It's going to make your life so much easier. Happy hosting.